What's going on, everybody? ICNV Drivers Edition, back at it again. This video is going to really be about, is the C8 Z06 worth the money? And I'm saying that because people are losing their mind over this. I've heard so many negative complaints that I felt like I had to say something. And at the grand scheme of things, here comes a Corvette. At the grand scheme of things, I feel like we're now seeing how entitled a lot of people feel. And I kind of mentioned this slightly earlier when the list started to form for Z06s on how people were acting in the comments that were being said. But let's get into this video. Okay, I'm gonna try to make this quick and keep this under 12 minutes. So the Z06 has been released, the pricing is out. People are going crazy, upset, bashing GM, saying the Corvette's not worth that type of money. And my question to you is, how do you sit there and say it's not worth that type of money when you haven't driven one, you haven't been behind the wheels of one, and you have no idea what it actually is? Now, I wanted to make this video before the track times come out, because there's a lot of people that's sitting there saying, well, you can't put this type of price tag out without revealing the track times or without revealing the numbers, because they feel like it has to beat, as I've heard, if it doesn't outperform Porsche GT2 RS, it's not worth the money. If it doesn't outperform Ferrari 458, it's not worth the money. If it doesn't outperform the C7 ZR1, it's not worth the money. If it doesn't outperform a Porsche GT3 RS, it's not worth the money. And my response to all of that is, wow. Every car you just listed, including the C7 ZR1, costs more money. The C7 ZR1 base was like 119, 120, but it wasn't 106. It was higher. So you feel like, and a lot of people are not gonna like this, so please don't get upset, but I'm glad to hear your comments. But you're feeling like you want something for nothing. And I feel like that's the problem with everybody right now. Everybody wants the most, but they don't want to pay for it. Let's talk about this for a second. GM just put a race car engine in a street car, and not only that, they gave it more horsepower than the race car. Think about that. They told you when they built the Corvette C8 that they literally scrapped everything and redesigned it from the ground up. And then they brought out the Z06 and went away from the engine that was inside of it. So that's more R&D. So you feel like all this effort and engineering that went into the car to give you aero that puts down 700 pounds of downforce to keep the car planted on the ground to let you get the most performance out of it, it's not worth the money. I feel like at the end of the day, or the grand scheme of things, and I want to say one more thing to you about this, is not only did they do that, they also turned back around and gave you a hard top convertible, so you have the best of both worlds. They also gave you as much attention to detail, to customization options as a lot of Porsches. So you got tons, and I say tons, of ways to customize your car. They've given you a lot already. And then what's funny is, and the reason why I wanted to make this video before the times came out or the numbers came out is because a lot of people say it's not worth the money. So my question to you is, if it doesn't outperform any of those cars that you named or said it better outperform, are you not going to buy it? What's up, everybody? Taking a quick break for a second. I think it's the perfect time to tell you to hit the like and subscribe button. Subscribe to the ICNV Drivers Edition community. Hit the like button if you like what you're seeing so far. That way I know to keep bringing you nice content like this. And by the way, check out the website. Get you some nice ICNV gear to help support the channel. We got tons of stuff out there. Oh, let's get back to the video. Are you now going to sit there and say that, oh, because it couldn't outperform the previous generation ZR1, it put down the same numbers, it's not worth the money? You have a mid-engine car that has transcended the Corvette game. The car looks amazing. Everyone knows it's a supercar. They built the best naturally aspirated engine ever for a V8 and got the most horsepower out of it. But you feel like that's not worth the money. What will it take to make you say it's worth the money? And the reason why I say that is because you have to look at this, or maybe you don't, but you should look at this from a different angle. Every other car, for most part, has been a continuation. And what I mean by that is all the front engine research can carry over from the C6 to the C7. So it's not that much engineering and money spent into that. But then you went to a 6.2 liter V8. Okay, you had that in the base C8. When you went to the Z06, you just supercharged it. It's not a lot of research and development behind supercharging the engine. But when you go from the C8, you're not supercharging, which most of us thought they was turbocharging. So yes, if it would have been supercharged or turbocharged, I could understand the car coming in at $85,000 or $90,000 for a Z06. But when they went to a completely hand-built 5.5 engine away from what the standard was, that's more money, man. And you have to understand this. It's like you're throwing this car to the side because you're not really looking at the car. You're judging the name. And you're not even judging the name, you're judging your actual feeling of entitlement. Because you feel like you are supposed to own or be able to own a Corvette Z06 if you want to. And that's really not how it works. Now, I don't really complain about it because honestly, I'm going to be real with you. I expect that price tag to go up again another 2 or 3 years in. It won't surprise me if the base gets to start out at 113 or 115. Because honestly, that's where I feel like it should have came in at based off previous other supercars. So I look at the Audi R8. When it first came out, 120. So why is it that a C8 that we know that can beat that generation's Audi R8 can't come in at 106? And I'm not going to sit here and try to justify the pricing, but you also have to understand you're getting a lot more car with the Z06. And what I mean by a lot more car is the base C8, you have to option mag ride. You have to option the performance exhaust. You have to option other items that you're getting with this car. With the base Z06, you're automatically getting the performance exhaust. You're automatically getting mag ride added on. You're getting other qualities, other options that you had to order on a base C8. So, if I'm not mistaken, the carbon fiber steering wheel comes standard. These are things that aren't even options on the regular C8. So, at the end of the day, I feel like you should stop. Well, I can't tell you to stop, but I feel like you should consider the fact that you're not just getting another Corvette. You're not just getting another C8. You are getting an ultimate track machine, as GM calls it, but not even just a track machine. You're getting a high performance street car that's a race car on the street. and every other manufacturer has done anything close to it or better or even worse, has charged you more money. So you can't tell me you want a supercar but then don't want to pay supercar money. And you're not paying supercar money. That's the thing. You're paying high performance sports car money. Those are my 2 cents on this one. So please let me know what you think in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. We have interesting conversations all the time, and I'm telling you, I really have more insight on this, but I don't want to start overlapping information I have in another video. I have another video coming out real soon addressing the fallout of the Z06 price and a lot of this information I cover. So stay tuned. That won't be coming soon. ICNV Driver's Edition. I appreciate your time. Thanks for stopping in and listening to my video. I'll see you next time. See you in these streets. Peace. I hope you enjoyed the video. I'll see you in the next one. Until then, stay safe, and I'll see you in these streets. Peace.